Hi, everyone. Lisa Haven here. Well, the Democrats have nefarious plans over this Christmas holiday season, plans that I believe will send millions of Americans to the poorhouse and expand our governments to levels that we have never before seen. Now, what am I talking about? I'm talking about the socialist, also known as a communist, because the two go together, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who plans on implementing and pushing a draft text in which it will ignite a new Green Deal here in America, making us all submissive to the globalist Agenda 21, Agenda 2030, New World Order. Well, let me take you straight to the text so you can see it for yourself. On the screen, you'll see the draft text for the proposed addendum to the House rules for the 116th Congress of the United States of America, and they are proposing a new Green Deal. Now, what is this Green Deal all about? Well, it is, and I'm going to take you to, page number 4 so you can see it. But the plan for the new Green Deal, she is wanting implemented and pushed within a 10-year time frame. So we got 10 years to make this work. And what is it that we need to work? Well, she goes on, number 1, dramatically expanding existing renewable power sources and deploy new production capacity with the goal of meeting 100%. That's huge. 100 is a lot. A national power demand through renewable resources. In other words, that would mean we can only have wind, solar, biomass, and geothermal energy and kiss goodbye to, coal, no more natural gas, oil, or nuclear power. Those would be completely out. And she really makes no mention of hydropower, where that's going to lie. But basically, we get rid of all of that. Here's a second point. She wants to build a national energy efficient smart grid. The third, upgrade every residential, that's us, and industrial building for state-of-the-art energy efficiency, comfort, and safety. Number 4, eliminate greenhouse gas emission from the manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Keep in mind, if she's going to do this to our agriculture department, we are going to end up, with delays in our food supply. Moving on a little bit more, number 5, eliminating greenhouse gas emissions. 6, funding massive investment to the drawdown of greenhouse gases. And number 7, making green technology, industry, expertise, products, and service a major export of the United States of America. In other words, she wants 100% of the nation's electricity in renewable resources within 10 years. That's near impossible. But imagine the repercussions it will have on our economy and our pockets. For starters, what happens to all those who are out of a job as a result of her tyrannical move there? Well, here's her proposal. A little bit further in the report on pages 4 and 5, the plan further details how it will offer government jobs to those affected. It says, provide all members of our society across all regions and communities the opportunity, training, and education to be a full and equal participant in the transition, including through a job guarantee program to assure a living wage job to every person who wants one. And guess what? She doesn't go on to say how we're actually going to pay for this, right? But she goes on to talk about taxes and for the most part kind of praising them and then also saying we need to do, more than just tax. That's on page 6. And this is what it says. Regulations and taxes can indeed change some behavior. It's certainly possible to argue that if we had put in place targeted regulation and progressively increasing carbon and similar taxes several decades ago, the economy could have transformed itself by now. In other words, had we had taxes on, us, like I'm talking heavy, burdensome taxes, then we could have made an impact. Yeah, that just means more money in your pocket and more money away from the American people who are already burdened with taxes. But she goes on and says we need to do a little more. And she continues, we're not saying that there is no place for regulation and taxes, because obviously there is, right? She says, and these will continue to be important tools. She says, we're saying we need to add some tools to our little bitty toolkit. Just a little more burdens on you and I in order to get together Agenda 21 and Agenda 2030, the globalist agenda, because we have to fight global warming or we're all going to die in their book. Such a sham. And in 50 to 100 years, when they tell us the whole thing, whoops, we were wrong, just so happens that they already have their green agenda pushed through. Sounds very similar to things that they've done in the past, right? But don't worry, those at the top, like Mrs. Cortez, can sit in their $3,000 suits while the rest of us become poorer and poorer and poorer. Here's some more on how she plans to pay for that. And she goes on to say, the Federal Reserve can extend credit to power these projects and investments. New public banks can be created, as in World War II, to extend credit, and a combination of various taxation tools, including taxes on carbon and other emissions, and progressive wealth tax can be employed. That means let's tax the higher middle class to oblivion. That's who she's targeting. Not just, the rich, filthy rich. And look, the filthy rich are going to stay filthy rich. That doesn't change because of some taxes that they put on. They exempt themselves out of that. Like the Senate, they don't even follow the same rules that we do. So Miss Ocasio-Cortez is up there pushing socialism on us while not following the same rules herself, right? And this is where we're at. So let's put a heavy tax on, the business owners in America. And guess what happens as a result? You tax them, it funnels down to us, to you and me. We foot the bill. We get laid off. We have a higher issues and more deductions from our paycheck when they are hit. And the ultimate goal is to push us all down to this poor level, just like Venezuela. That is what Miss Ocasio-Cortez, I might as well call her Miss Castro, but that's what she has in store. But you know what? Those on the Democratic side, those leftist people are pushing the idea like it's a saving grace. Check out this report. This one is on Vice.com, and they are warning of it. The left thinks a Green New Deal could save Earth and destroy the GOP. A far-reaching new policy aims to reduce emissions, give everyone jobs, and convince rural voters to side with the Democrats at the same time. Here's GQ.com, how Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez Green New Deal might help save the planet. CNN.com, Ocasio-Cortez understands the promise of a new Green Deal. And HuffingtonPost.com, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez Green New Deal Committee is winning, even in defeat. The truth is, we're in big trouble if this thing goes through. As InfoWars here says, House Democrats forming potentially largest expansion of government in decades. Similar climate welfare policies estimated to cost trillions. Key word there, trillions. Not one mention of how much this is going to cost on her little draft plan. But I know, and estimates are already out, that this is going to be trillions upon trillions of dollars, which means more people here in America are going to be sent to the poorhouse. That means they're going to make merging rich with the poor class and the middle class all going down, like Venezuela. There is no benefit to anyone here on that plan except the New World Order globalists and those government higher ups who just want more tax burdens on the American people. Please contact your senators and let them know you are highly against this socialist, communist, Green New Deal, because there are many Democrats, obviously, already supporting the deal. We know who the globalists are within the Democratic Party, most of which are, but some are even more radical, like Mrs. Cortez, who is pushing this idea on the American people. And it's just insane. Anyhow, I'd love to get your thoughts, comments, and concerns on this. Please don't forget to check out my partner, Virtual Shield, hidewithlisa.com. They've got some amazing specials through the new year. But if you don't want someone or the government or anyone knowing what you search and look at on the internet, you need to get on a VPN because it scrambles what you search for and it acts like it's coming off of another computer altogether. So check it out at hidewithlisa.com and make sure you are protecting yourself, your loved loved ones. And I partner with them specifically because they erase everything within 24 hours. It's completely gone off their servers. This is why I highly, encourage you guys, do not get on a free one. Free isn't necessarily what you want when it comes to a VPN, and they're very got a very good deal. So go to hidewithlisa.com. Anyhow, subscribe to the channel and share this far and wide. And I love all you guys. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.